Hey, we're back. This is Court in Session with Z and Elk. I'm Elk. He's Z. We had some really nice basketball last week. Z. We had some nice. He also has some good comments.
Yeah.
So I hear somebody.
We had. I think we can get to the reviews, but I really want to tell you that I think people are watching.
Okay.
People are watching and people are commenting. First instance I should mention is we mentioned Theo Greenwich last week from CHIKOSI Spartans, who was averaging 8 turnovers a game, and
yeah, because you say he was working at our bakery.
Yeah, well, he's still there. He's still employed. And the next game he played, he had 0 turnovers.
Oh, so we making a.
So I think so.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to him about it, he was like, he made sure that he changed a couple of things, and emphasis was trying not to turn over the ball.
Okay.
And it did lead to their first win of the season too.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
I mean,
so that's a positive for Court in Session.
Yeah, and then there was another point. I mean, the same games on Sunday, I had to ease in to the BCC to watch Schoolboys and KFC Pinelands. Because I was looking at the score, and Pinelands really did a number on Conway Schools, and my predictions, as the whole of BCC found out, was Traders by 3. Because every time Pinelands scored a basket, all I was hearing was Traders by 3. Everyone was looking at me and Traders by 3. I was like, ain't no problem. I mean, if you can't take it, he is still to get changed. But I can take it.
Yeah. So,
so I think we added motivation to some people, and we probably heard it some people's feelings too. But I mean, if you step up, if you're really competitive enough, you can try to prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Or we be right.
Yep.
One way or the next, it can happen. So again, Traders by 3, but the loss by I think about 53.
Yeah.
So, but then that was the game to start the Sunday slate.
Yeah.
Pinelands put a number on Schoolboys to blow them out for the tip.
Yeah.
It was over early. They never really had much to talk about that game.
Nah.
That day then we had CHIKOSI Spartans, who got their first win in Premier League. I must say congrats to them, Team Otis and Phillip.
Yeah.
They defeated Barbados Hilton Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Warriors still at the bottom. I don't know. As you said, you're looking for another spot on the 8.
Yeah.
But to me, they're struggling really bad.
Yeah.
They're even struggling to find numbers right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the next wing can come from for them. But Diaz played really well. Theo played really well, and ended up being a bloke too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we then had Bulls and City United.
Yeah, Bulls and City United. It was a close game for like the first 2 or 3 quarters, but then Bulls showed their mettle and cruised to victory after that. And then Cavaliers played Lumber Company Lakers.
Yeah, a game they really want to get.
The game was a good game up until maybe 2 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah.
Early on, it was competitive, and then all of a sudden, CHIKOSI went on this big run, blew Lakers out of the building, and I don't think Lakers recovered since then. The game was a blow from there. I can't remember who the score exactly. 95-76.
Yeah.
Almost 20 points.
Yeah.
Game was over in a hurry.
And it wasn't that close, really.
No, it wasn't close. Early on, it was close, but then after that, Lakers pretty much lost from there.
And then Tuesday we had the City United and Pinelands.
Yeah, that was a good game up until late in the third. City been playing well of late in terms of the improving, but I don't think they could have put together a complete game. Sidney Rowe had a decent game in terms of his stats. He started the game at 18 points, 9 rebounds at the half. He was playing good. I think they went away from him a bit, and then Pinelands used a late third quarter rally, pretty much blew the game open from there. And that was another 20-point game, I think, when it all finished.
Yeah, but I also saw something, though, Z. I noticed that City United coming with a new player every game. Right now they got some. Well, we were always talking about the age and that sort of stuff. But now I noticed that they're working on getting some younger players, some people that were not playing Premier League for anyone, and they're now playing Premier League. But
they now added former junior national player Jonathan Dottin.
Yes,
he played I think his first game. So to get him into the lineup and stuff, I guess he can make a difference now going forward. They have gotten younger.
Yeah.
To add to Rashad Hall, Antoine Lawrence, and now they have got a younger now with Dottin who can spell Sydney roll a bit. But Sydney is Bosa's having a really good season. If you look at the numbers, if you start the stats and stuff, Bosa really been very consistent this season. So they add the youth for the experience. They can probably give some people a run in the second round. So we gotta look out for that. Look out for that team as well.
Yeah, I think that they're going to be a different team in the second round, but we will see on when we get to the this big weekend.
Yeah, this weekend should be really good. And then Thursday we had Burger King Bulls. Yeah. They remain unbeaten as they defeated Conway School Tridents.
Yeah, that game was really good.
The game was closer than the score says. The score says 16-point game, but the game was close up to the third quarter. Yeah. It was back and forth.
Actually, going into the fourth, they didn't too far behind either. So they really played well. I'm impressed with these schoolboys, and the reason why I'm impressed with them is because some young players that play in the first Premier League season playing basketball like if they're playing Premier League forever.
Yeah.
Right? And I really like to see that,
But the game of the night, I don't think people thought it would have been the game of the night, but Churchville Spartans and Lakers.
Yeah.
To me, that was a very, very, very close game throughout. Nobody I think led by more than 8 points or 9 points. And Spartans had the shots, had the opportunities. They missed a lot of free throws coming out the end. They had the chances to win the game, but then a big shot by Jamal Singh, who's been shooting the 3-point shot pretty well this season. He had a big shot to take the lead. For once and for all. Yeah, put it away.
Because really and truly, when we look at the stats, right? Churchville led for 35 minutes of that whole game.
Exactly.
Lakers led for like 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Right. But Diaz had 23 in that game as well.
He didn't shoot well though. But
he got the shots.
Yeah.
9 for 23 from the field.
Yeah.
And Theo had 13. I see Frankie. Frankie made a return. This is his second game back now. He had 12 rebounds. I think he did foul out. He was in some foul trouble. He did foul out. But Spartans to me played really well. I think right now if they keep the core together and Frankie does remain up in Premier League, I think they could give some people a fight for the money as well too. I don't necessarily might get W's, but they will be pretty competitive.
Yeah, but I'm just a little concerned about their bench right now because I noticed that it has gotten smaller.
Yeah, but they still got 12 people.
They have 12 people. Yeah, they have 12 people, but I've noticed that it's gone smaller. That people are not turning up. So that's my thing with them. And if Ziaz ever don't make a game, they will struggle.
Yeah, but that's a given. That's a given. Any prediction on them will be on if Diaz players or not.
Okay. Well, that is the review last week, but I like this week.
Yeah.
Especially Sunday. Well, Sunday is the day because after Sunday then is the President's Cup.
Right.
You can tell me something about that President's Cup, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna go through the President's Cup. We can go through that before the Pick Ems then.
Yeah.
Well, we could run through the President's Cup.
Okay, or we could do that.
The President's Cup is in its second year now. It replaces what was called the knockouts, and knockouts before used to be just one game.
Whoever then beat. Yeah.
But now the President's Cup has changed. There's a new format. It's a 2-game series, so the matchups will be based on standings. So you won't know the final standings till after the game Sunday.
Yeah.
But it will start on Tuesday. So 1 will play the 8th seed, 2 play 7, 4 play 5, and 3 play 6. Right now, the only thing set in the standings are Station Hill at 3 and Warriors at 8th, as we all know. Lakers and Schoolboys can be 4-5.
Yeah, so
they can flip flop. It don't matter. So they will have a first round matchup. So say we take them for example as a first round matchup, and they will play a 2-game series and based on points. So if there is a tie in the first game, it doesn't go to overtime.
Oh, okay.
We just continue the next day from where it left off.
Okay.
Say for instance, one team wins by 10, they go into the second game leading by 10.
Yeah.
So then there's always something to play for. So you go into the second game now and it's a point total. So in the second game now, say the team B that is down by 10, they actually win that game by 10.
Yeah.
So the score might say 80 to 70, but the total is tied.
Yeah.
So then you play overtime to determine a winner.
Okay.
So there's a 2-game, each series will be 2 games, and then you move on to the semifinals. Same process, same procedure in the semifinals, 2-game series. Winners move on, but then the finals is just a 1-game final and that's it.
Yeah. So that President's Cup,
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that is.
The first round maybe so got a couple of games that will be blowups, a couple of series you think that you know, probably be finished by game 1.
Yeah.
We had that last year where by game 1, you know, well, even Medicine is coming for game 2.
Yeah, because
you know,
you get beat with 30 something, you know,
right.
To get out of there, everybody go get their ring and go home.
Exactly.
Right.
So now we're gonna pretty much move on to CIS Pick Ems.
Yeah, we could do that.
Coming off last week.
Yeah, I noticed that you're leading, and I'm not complaining. You're leading 3-2, really.
Yes, we leading 3-2. The two which was we leading. I was leading 1-love at the end of the week.
Yeah,
which was the first week.
Right, and then
we went into the same Tridents by 3 as everybody told me. I should actually put that up on a shirt. Tridents by 3. And everybody talking.
Everything was a large shirt.
You know, but Pilots, as we know, won. You won that one. And then the next game of the night, which was Station Cavaliers and Lakers.
Yeah, I lost that one.
Yeah, so I won that one. So we was 1-1 coming over there.
Yeah.
Which meaning I was up 2-1 at the end of Sunday. Then we had Celtics versus Pinelands. And both of us had Pinelands to win. But I had them by 30. You had them by 25.
So I made the point spread.
Yeah, they win by 13, so you were closer. They make a game of it. To me, that shouldn't have been that close anyways.
Yeah. I think Pinelands were disinterested at that point.
Yeah,
so then they start saying, well, these men really playing basketball. Yeah. Then we got to step it up.
Then so we was tight now in the Pick Ems, coming out to Bulls Tridents. You had Conway Schools to win that game. I had Bulls. Bulls came out and victorious in that one.
Yep.
So going into this week now, I up 3-2, and we got some very interesting matches.
Hey, this
is going to be the best Sunday of basketball so far.
Come to basketball on Sunday, you don't like basketball.
Yeah, this can be a good one. We started at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
2 p.m. in BCC. Lakers versus Traders.
This I taking Lakers.
But you don't got no choice.
And you taking Traders.
I think that Traders, obviously, for that one. You know, I think this is going to be a really good game because the thing is, in the standings, you win it in 4th spot.
Yeah.
But not only that, but you got to look at the future because the winner now has the game up for that playoff seeding.
Yeah.
So the winner of this game pretty much has an upper hand for when the second round they meet for that 4th spot in the playoffs. So to me, this is a key game here going forward Sunday. I think Lakers can come out guns blazing, but I just feel Schoolboys got more than enough to handle them this weekend. So I got Schoolboys, you got Lakers.
Yeah. And then we got Celtics and Spartans, and I got Celtics though, because
you got Celtics.
Yeah, because I see Celtics getting younger, and not only that, I see some pride, you know, in the Celtics fellas. You know what I mean? Like they're tired of getting beat, and not only that, I mean, like they win one game in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to. So
whoever wins this got two wins.
Yeah, 2 wins. Yeah. Whoever wins got his 2 wins.
This can be a really good match.
Yeah, I expect that. This
once at full strength, I'm gonna take Spartans in this first round.
Oh, okay.
In BCC, I'm gonna take Spartans in this first round. I think Diaz will make a difference. Theo, the 2 guards that they have, to me, are the 2 best guards in that matchup.
Okay.
When you look at inside, now you add Dottin to Sydney Rowe, I think Celtics got the advantage inside.
Yeah.
So it can be who execute the best to me on the evening. The coaching matchup, I could say a split down the middle. I don't think the boy got advantage or disadvantage because I don't actually trust neither the coaching person. So I think this can go either way.
Yeah.
But I got Spartans to come out victorious for this matchup.
Well, you know the reason why I play Celtics got Celtics. I feel Celtics don't want to be the team to go down when a new team now come up. So they can try the best. But I feel that Celtics will take this one. Then we have Punters and Bulls now.
This is the matchup. I consider this the matchup of the century.
Yeah, well.
Or I should say this is the matchup of the decade.
Yeah, okay. This is the matchup of the decade. You'll be right.
I'll be right.
Yeah.
This is the matchup of the decade.
Yeah, so we got Punters and Bulls. And I choose them Punters, and I get with Punters only because I feel that Punters playing better than Bulls right now. I'm not saying that Bulls is going to relinquish their crown. I'm saying that right now Punters playing better than Bulls. I have noticed something I noticed that something Punters got 6-9.
Yeah.
And something they got 9.
But their roster right now is short.
Right.
They got 8, I think.
I think the Bulls got the same problem. I know that Bulls play 1 year with 7, right? But I feel that Punters got enough. And playing in BCC, Punters got enough to win this game.
Well, say if you're gonna go with Punters this week, I'm going with the defending champions.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with the defending champions for this first round matchup. I think it's going to be a really exciting matchup, but I don't think it's as important right now in terms of a win or loss for either team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a learning curve to me at this point, to see where you at.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's as important in terms of in the standings. To me, it doesn't really make a difference in the standings, win or loss for either team. But I'm gonna go with Bulls for this one. And I mentioned later in the interview you will see me with Coach Ryan Leacock,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling him about the rivalry between Pilots and Bulls. And I don't ever think that the players that are playing now know of this rivalry.
Yeah,
Because this is a big time rivalry.
Yeah, they're really going back to when they was playing.
I mean, maybe before that, crosstown rivals,
Yeah.
you know, neighborhood pretty much next to each other.
Yeah.
And this is a rivalry I think that now, if it gets back to where it is,
Yeah, we should got good basketball.
we should got good basketball going forward. And both teams
Both
are
teams
young,
yeah, and they got 3 decent
exciting,
players. Yeah.
and I think we can see some and to be meeting at this stage where both teams are 6-0,
yeah.
finishing off the first round. This is the pinnacle right now of basketball right now in terms of our Premier League.
Yeah, so if you don't like basketball, you don't turn up. But if you really love basketball, Sunday gonna be a good day to have a basketball, to be at basketball.
Yeah, so that's the CIS Pick Ems right now. We're gonna see after this weekend where the standings are. We're going separate ways. So after Sunday we will see where we are.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are now gonna have you, Coach Z, on Courtside. It's brought to you by A to Z Custom Wear. Check them out for all your t-shirt printing and customizations. Follow them on Instagram, at Facebook at A to Z Custom Wear. Yeah.
Perfect. We have Coach Ryan Leacock from Burger King Clapham Bulls. Clapham Bulls would have won their first Premier League title in 13 years, and Coach Leacock was named Coach of the Year for the 2019 season. So we want to begin first with the Clapham community. We know Clapham has a strong basketball community. They've been around for many years in terms of contributing to the basketball world, basketball in Barbados, really. So can you tell me a bit more about Clapham Sports Club on the whole?
Yes, well, 4 years ago, we made the decision that we want to expand. If it was a sports club, it should be representative of that. So it's beyond basketball. We said we wanted to add netball and volleyball. So we reached out to owners of volleyball club and asked them about joining us, and so we can expand the club. And then also my wife Cecily, she started the netball program, which is with Bliss. And we were extremely fortunate with Burger King. They came on board and they expanded the sponsorship to cover all 3 sports. And now we have probably 9 teams among the 3 sports, and they continue to sponsor the club.
And this is both netball and volleyball.
Netball,
for
volleyball.
all the tournaments.
Yes,
in
for all the
Barbados.
tournaments. That's right.
Okay. And your participation at the junior levels as well in the different tournaments.
Previously on 23, then on 19, on 16, and they sponsor right across the board.
Right. And so what has your winning the tournament last year done for the community on the whole, and your clubs as well, but the entire community? Because I know Clapham has a strong basketball community and following.
Yes, I think last year winning up has been a long time. 13 years is a long time. You know, being in the wilderness. But we thought that last year it brought the community back together. You saw some faces at basketball you didn't see for 10, 12 years since the last championship. So we really appreciate the support from the community, and it has been
So now going back to the 2019 season, you had a kind of a 4-10-18. I think at the bottom of the table, near there, just barely avoided demotion. So but then you revamped the lineup and revamped the whole roster really, because you added players like Akeem Marsh, who is a former professional basketball player and national player. Current national player. Romain Lovell also came over, Tyrone King. Then you had a young core in place with Raheem Gibbons, Keelan, Phillips, and Rayford, who are strong, pretty much people in the Clapham community, in the basketball community. So at what point during the season did you really believe that you had a roster that can compete for the title?
I thought at the beginning of the season that we started training late October, November. And from the training sessions, I saw we had the potential of doing something really great throughout the season. and because I thought the intensity from the beginning was extremely high, and you guys were coming consistently in terms of practice. Because usually, boy, this issue with guys turn to practice, they want to come here, but you were consistent in terms of practice. So from seeing that and seeing how the guys gel so easily, so quickly, I thought we had the potential to win the championship. But obviously we have to, I told you guys, you do it one game at a time, and you start execute on one possession at a time, and we work from there.
Right. So I guess throughout the season, I know you were unbeaten for a little while.
Yeah.
And this last season, unfortunately, you lost in knockout.
Yes.
They won the President's Cup. But then you went on to defeat CHIKOSI Cavaliers in the finals in the 5-game series. Very competitive, and you did eventually win the cup. And I saw the jubilations between the team, the players, the spectators, and it was good to see that. I think looking at your roster, I think everyone won the cup for the first time.
Yes.
I can't remember any anyone actually won the cup before.
I think everyone, it was the first time for everyone.
For everyone. Right. And your first as a coach.
As first as a coach, yes.
Right.
So at this level,
Premier League level, I would say. Right. So now, moving on to this season, you're currently unbeaten again, going to the end of the first round, and looking on now, you're playing Pinelands Sports Club on Sunday, which is another unbeaten team. I think this is probably the first time that this rivalry has been sparked back up for a long time.
It's 20 years or so.
Exactly, and I don't ever think there was a time where two unbeaten teams this late in the season actually faced off against each other. Furthermore, Pinelands and Clapham, which is two big rivals. I don't know if any of the players actually know of the rivalry.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like Lakers Celtics.
Yeah, correct.
You know, and me playing when I was a player young, I remember Bulls and Pinelands, a big time rivalry. And as I say, I don't think the players really know the magnitude of this rivalry.
Yeah, the days when it caused more evidence, Pinelands by Rock, it's Clapham, it goes way back. 35 years.
So are you as a coach kind of knowing the rivalry as a player excited about this matchup coming Sunday?
Yes, of course. Anytime you come up against another undefeated team, the crowd will come out to watch it because Pinelands have been playing well. And I think we play a similar style of basketball where we just think it's walking down the court very quickly. So I think the game is very fast-paced game, and I expect an intense game.
And so what are some of your keys for your team in trying to get the win on that night against the Pinelands team?
Yeah, just being patient offensively. When you're forced to step at basketball, obviously you can run, get up the court and get some easily, even live with that all night. But in offensive sets, I tell the guys to remain patient. You have enough offensive power that you will get a good look every trip.
Right.
So we just need to be patient offensively, and defensively we need to maintain our intensity. Because I think that even when our offense is struggling, our defense is so intense, it allows us to change moves.
Yes.
Okay? So just maintain defensive intensity and be patient offensively.
And now saying that, I think in terms of your defensive intensity, I think one of your guards, Andrew Eiffel, I think he's someone that brings that defensive intensity all day long. So I think he's someone you can always look on to bring that energy and that intensity defensively.
And it's
filters down to everybody else.
No ball effect.
Right. So looking at the Pinelands team now, because you have to face them on Sunday. They're also 6-0. They're pretty much cruising right now. They have a young, revamped team because they have a lot of new pieces along with some of the older guys. What do you think you need to do as a coach to try to slow them down in order to get the W?
Well, as I said earlier, they play with pace. You have to extend that pressure. You keep the guards in front of you. They have some very quick guards, but fortunately, Raheem and Andrew are very quick as well. Can match up quite easily. So I just to keep them in front of you and contest the shot. They should allow it to. So
I think they're averaging the most right now in the league in terms of 3-point
So
attempts.
we need just to contest and box. So I think they have a slight advantage in terms of size, so we can exploit that a bit as the game goes on.
But it's still early in the season in the first round, so I guess a win will be good, but it can go either way, and I don't think it says a lot for the future in terms of you might get the win, you might get the loss, but you also have another matchup coming up, and you're probably sure to see if you can meet them in the playoffs at some point once everything goes to plan. But right now, we wish you luck in terms of the season coming up. And Sunday, I know it's a top of the table clash, and it's going to be very exciting. We know it's also All-Star weekend this weekend.
You guys been complaining about my last game All-Star weekend. Yeah.
But I think people will come out to see this big clash between Pinelands and Clapham, and we look forward to it. And again, thanks, coach, for coming out and sitting courtside with me. And that's it for the evening.
No problem. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, see, that was a real good interview with Ryan.
Ryan was good, man.
Yeah, okay.
Ryan had a good season, defending champion, coming off of Coach of the Year, having MVP play with him. Defensive Player of the Year was Marsh as well.
Yeah.
So they had a good squad, and they moving, steamrolling into round one now, unbeaten.
Yeah, I think they're still back in the finals though, so we'll see. Alright, so we look at the power rankings. Basically, the power rankings really ain't changed from last year. Because nobody really. Because nobody really. Nobody.
I should say for the next episode they will change.
Oh yeah, they go.
Hopefully, because we got a lot of matchups this weekend, which would probably adjust the standings a bit.
They can change, they can change.
Yeah, we ran through the standings quick for the power rankings, which would be the power rankings pretty much mirroring the standings.
Oh, okay.
So Bulls, Pinelands both unbeaten in 1-2.
Yeah.
Stage Hill Cavaliers at 4-2 in third spot. Conway School Traders and Lakers are both tied at 3-3, 4-5. In terms of these spots, and at 6 and 7, both Celtics and Spartans are tied at 1 and 5.
Yeah, and then got matches.
And then so like the power rankings pretty much mirror themselves, pretty much in the standings.
All right, well, we could then move on to the stat leaders and stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, so let me
got
start
some
with
people putting in some good numbers.
Yeah, well, they got some people putting in some good numbers, and they got some people putting in other numbers that we really want to talk about.
Yeah.
First thing we can look at points per game.
Yeah.
I am so surprised that the points per game leader is Carolina.
But he was leading the last night. We discussed it, but he's still there.
Yeah. And the thing is,
his first year in Premier League.
and he playing against bigger, better teams, and he's one of those guys to me. Like, you're really sure if he's a guard or he's a forward, but he's do both things fairly decent.
He does everything pretty much well on the court. What I like about him is he's humble. He listens. You know, he's always willing to.
He ain't fearful.
No, at all, not at all.
Nope.
I know he's adding a little bunks to his step, so every now and then he get away. You can see a dunk.
Yeah.
So I eventually think that those getaway dunks can start turning into on people dunks.
Yeah.
You know, as he started to get more confident and his explosions started to get there. Because I mean, last year I think in one of the tournaments he actually turned out with Millsy at Harrison College.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, he started to have that athleticism.
Yeah, so that's good. He also got Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz been shooting.
Yeah, Diaz has taken a lot of shots, right?
You know, he can get
his numbers. His shooting percentage might not be greatest.
Yeah, he's averaging 22 a game.
Right.
And we got Lakers and Pinelands players, Keith Burkett, Kizzer and Adams both averaging just under 19.
Yeah.
You know, they've been getting up theirs as well.
Yeah, so I expect though it might change a little. You figure that Kyron stay top.
We almost in the first round. The thing is about Kyron staying at the top, he can probably still get his, but I think it might drop a bit, around to that 20 range. You know, that's normally where, if you look at BABA through the years, around that 2021 is usually a top scorer in the league going back.
Yeah, but then the amazing Darren Hurley from Pinelands.
Yeah.
I mean, well, how people don't know is that this boy, he's averaging a lot of assists.
Yeah, but he led the league last year in assists.
Yeah.
He continued this year, he stepped it up, he averaging 8.5. And the second person behind him is just under 6, 5.8, which is Andrew Eiffel.
Yeah.
So I think we got a lot of people who bring on the ball, but I think Deroni is one of the true point guards we got. I would say him, Simeon, are true out and out point guards. You know, in terms of running the team, handling ball handling. You know, Darren always has the ball in his hand, and as I was saying, he averages 32 minutes a game. But the amazing thing about this assist at 8.5 is that he only averages 1.7 turnovers per game.
Which means he
doesn't turn over the ball.
Right.
So and the pace they play with, not to be giving away the ball, is to me is amazing. And barely standing at 5 foot tall.
Yeah. I mean when in high heels.
Yeah. But I mean 1.7 turnovers, 8.5 assists, 32 minutes a game, at 5 foot tall, and then add 9.3 rebounds to the game for that.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's getting rebounds from. I think Charles and Junior's box up and let him get them. But I don't know where he's getting 9.3 rebounds. I got people playing for certain teams. I'm not gonna mention a name here because the assistant coach next to me. But playing 15, 20 minutes a game, starting at center, but I ain't gonna mention the names.
Yeah, don't
and,
mention it.
And they getting rebounds.
Yeah.
And I got Darren at 5 foot, averaging 9 a game.
Yeah.
And the is a fluke. I mean, it started the season. We almost any first round. And this is the average.
Right.
You know.
Then you got the rebound. The leader in rebounds per game is Nikolai Williams from Warriors.
Yeah, Nikolai been cleaning up boards. I mean, they got a lot of rebounds to go in that game too.
Yeah.
And then Warriors
not
games.
missing. I mean, like, shoot.
But he's been there. He's been consistent for them. I think he's one of the players that have been consistent all year for Warriors. He doesn't have a choice because he already got a big man helping side neither. So you gotta do averaging almost 12 a game. Philip Herwood from Church Village averaging 11. MVP Marsh also just about 11. And looking at Marsh too, this week he was named the BABA Player of the Week.
Oh,
you know, last week Darren earned the Player of the Week honors.
Oh, okay.
This week Akeem Marsh, former last year's MVP, earned Player of the Week. He was averaging 17 points, 13 rebounds, 2.5 steals, 3 assists for the week. And they remain unbeaten. Had a good week. So he was named Player of the Week. So shout out to him for being Player of the Week by the BABA this week.
Yeah, that's good though. I'm impressed by his longevity. He's
he played a lot of minutes this year too.
Yeah,
remember Sean Parr's not there to help him inside this year either.
Yeah.
And I didn't see Amal Smith at the last game against Conway Schools.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I keep talking about. That sometimes numbers. You see some
so
of them.
You got to play heavy minutes.
Because I saw on the Sunday, they had a full complement, and then by the middle of the week, they only have about 7.
Okay.
So that will be the thing, but they're still unbeaten, so they're doing something right.
Exactly.
Right.
We got the blocks.
Yeah, well,
Charles Vanderpool still up there.
I'm still trying to figure out who he's still up there.
But Charles was always a good shot blocker. I mean, he made his name for himself off of blocking shots. You know, he was always good. His timing is still there. The jump is not, but the timing is there.
Oh, okay.
And then once a game, somebody can just come put it in his hands, so you get a block.
Oh, okay.
You know, so and then after that you get 2 more somewhere.
So
he averaging about 3.
Okay, so he's averaging 3 blocks a game, roughly around 3 blocks a game.
And then Joel is still up there with the Joel Hunt from Station Cavaliers.
He shoots the passing lanes very well, and he hands very long, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So he will continue. I will be surprised if he's not in.
Yeah, he's always in the passing lanes, very athletic, long, anticipates well, and he's a good finisher. So those steals usually turns into points.
Yeah.
And Theo Greenwich is tied with him at 5 as well.
Okay.
Theo is similar player, energy wise and stuff, just not as tall.
Yeah.
But Theo similar, always in passing lanes, putting a lot of energy.
Yeah. Anyway, apart from the turnovers, Theo is not really.
Turnovers are not, I should say that. I should also mention that because last time we talked about his 8 turnovers, his turnovers are now down to 6 a game. So you know to get down average, it really takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
So
that's good. That's good for Theo.
He's improved it.
Yeah.
Over
that's for coaching any team, right?
Yes.
And your players going better from game to game, you'll be happy.
Right.
Right.
So now we're on to the clipboard, and this segment is brought to you by Easy Quote Info. You can find them at eqicaribbean.com. And today on the clipboard we have CHIKOSI BOARDI.
Do you need a contractor, plumber, mechanic, hairdresser, painter, insurance, or financial service provider? Then look no further. Easy Quote Info is here for you. Easy Quote has a wide host of service providers right at your fingertips. Just visit our website at www.easyquoteinfo.com. Search for the service you are looking for and choose from our certified and professional providers. You can also submit your request for a specific service and receive quotes from providers in that niche. No need to take matters into your own hands. Hire a pro with Easy Quote Info.
And on my clipboard, as you said, CHIKOSI BOARDI, I'm one of those guys that feel that schoolboys should always play with schoolboys. I mean, if once you get in school, you should play with schoolboys, right? But I see he made a decision, and I'm not saying that it's not as a bad decision. It turned out to be a pretty decent decision because he's still getting his minutes and he's still relatively being competitive. But CHIKOSI is one of our best shooters. I mean, at any age. Right?
I think he's actually the youngest player in Premier League right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I have to tell you that I'm impressed with his ability to shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
He still needs a lot more to add to his game, like things like being able to come off a dribble and have a mid-range games and stuff. But once you break down defense and you kick the balls at CHIKOSI, you can score the basketball. And I think that he is one of the people that we will be looking in the future. You know, he would go on to a couple of these NBA camps and stuff, right? And he's one of the people that I think we're looking forward in the future that, you know, will take the basketball forward.
Definitely.
I'm really impressed with how he handles himself. I'm also impressed with how his father handles him too as well. But I think that once he doesn't think that he has arrived and keep working, that he will be one of the top players in the island.
Right. That's important in terms of working, because as a shooter, me being a former shooter, not a current shooter, former shooter, I think people, that there's a reason they're not, everyone's not a shooter, because shooting takes a lot of time, patience, and hard work. Because it's repetition over and over again, so it can get very boring. It really gets very boring because you do the same thing over and over and over again. So I think for a young person to be able to shoot the ball well, they need to put in the time shooting a lot and being consistent with their technique, their form, knowing their spots on the court. And once he does that, I think his shooting can only improve. But as you said, I think he will get a little taller as well. So adding a little more ball handling ability and different things, he's pretty energetic. So he can only get better from here. And I look forward to better things for him.
Yes, my only issue in Barbados, as you start talking about basketball player, he feel like he arrived, and then after that, it start going down.
It's only the starting.
Yeah, because he could shoot the basketball really well. He scored 32 points in the final of the school league. Right, and we had it in the box. So I'm saying that he can shoot the basketball well.
He's come a long way.
Yeah, but he still needs some work to do. Still got some work to do.
Yeah, definitely. Just remember, though, I don't know if you ever mentioned it, but on the clipboard, is more dealing with our younger players.
Yes.
Right, you mentioned that because you know some of the older players might want to weigh in on the clipboard.
Yeah, but
so
we try to be looking at our younger players, and
here and overseas, all our younger players.
Right. So we just want to make sure that people know that that's the way on the clipboard, and nobody don't meet me in the hallway.
I said I want to be on clipboard, but it's about 40 years old.
A boxer come meet me and tell me you want to be on clipboard.
Clipboard.
Anyway, that is it for court in session, and now it's adjourned.